With the real estate market being on fire the last 2 years, it's got a lot of people interested in potentially making a career change. And people don't know exactly where to start. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can become a real estate agent. And I'm going to share how in my first month, I was able to make $70,000 at the end of the video. I'm going to start off with saying being a realtor isn't for everyone. I want to be completely transparent with my personal experience of being one. The one thing to expect in this business is that on every deal, something is going to go wrong. You have to learn how to stay even keeled during the good times and be able to ride those choppy waves when things aren't going so well. But to pique your interest, I'm going to share the benefits of becoming a real estate agent because I think this is huge and why I believe that people who are considering going into business but don't know where to start, becoming a real estate agent is the exact move for them. Number one, you don't need a college degree. So you don't have to go off and spend thousands of dollars to get a degree to even know if you're going to love being in business. Second, you get to make your own hours. So this is a blessing and a curse. So for the people that really want to be successful, sometimes you're probably going to be working too much and you're always on the clock. But for the person that can find that perfect balance of lifestyle, you do get to pick your own hours. I have agents that get to golf all day and then they slay deals at night. So the third is you don't have to be in an office all day. So I know a lot of people who work their business office jobs. They're literally just sitting in their desk every day and they kind of almost prayer for someone to come by their office just to have a quick little conversation with. Being an agent, yes, you spend time in the office, but you're mostly out and about. This one was huge for me, and the fourth reason is you're directly in control of your income. And this kind of seems maybe self-evident, but the next reason is you do get to see some really cool homes. So if you're a person that you like business but you love architecture, you love real estate, you will get to see some really cool, unique homes. Another benefit is the connections you make. So especially now, just in my short period of being one, I've connected with some pretty amazing people that I would have never had the experience to if I didn't become a real estate agent. And this will lead to way more opportunities than anything else I've came across. And then the last one is you do get great tax breaks on everything being a real estate agent. Typically, you don't end up paying a large amount of tax because you can relatively claim a lot of business expenses. Make sure you reach out to your accountant so you're advised on exactly what you can and can't do. If all those perks sound exactly like the job that you want to get into, well, here's how you get your real estate license. Step number one is you need to research what the requirements are in your state or province. They're all going to be different, so you have to follow the guidelines that are set out in your area. And then second, pretty self-explanatory. Once you know the guidelines and what you got to do for schooling requirements, enroll into the program and get the process started right away. The next thing you want to do on how to become a real estate agent is you have to prepare your mind. A lot of people that get into it are already working jobs. They have a young family or they have all these other commitments. So you need to get your mindset right that you're going to be taking on some added stress while you're studying to get your license. You want to set up a schedule. So I know so many people that signed up for the course 2 years, 4 years ago, and they still haven't even wrote the exam. Set up a schedule on exactly how much each and every day you're going to be studying and follow a guideline that's going to allow you to have success so you can finish the course quickly. You want to set up a good study environment. A lot of people, like I was talking about at the start, you're going to have your kids, your friends, your family, everyone around when you're trying to study. So you need to find an environment that you can hone in, especially if you're the person working full time and you only get an hour a day. You want to make sure that study time is focused. So you need a good environment. So this section was mostly talking about your mindset and how you can have success in terms of passing your exam. One thing for a lot of people is they get really worked up about writing exams. And they tell themselves that they're not good test takers and they flunk it. And I do think those are valid reasons if you do get a lot of anxiety writing tests. My advice for you, if you're this person, that you should probably do a lot of practice exams. So it might be a little bit of a pain, but set up exactly what it would be like to write that final exam and kind of do a few mock trials. This will ease your anxiety. The circumstances are going to feel more normal when that day comes for you to pass your exam. The next thing you need to do, and this is so crucial, is find a mentor. So this could be for passing the exam too. There's plenty of tutor services out there that, trust me, in my area where to take your exam, the study material is archaic. The person is literally writing on a chalkboard just to show you how old this content is. So hiring a tutor, I believe in a mentor, is a must to pass your exam. They're going to show you exactly what you need and don't need, and it just makes the process so much easier instead of crushing this like thousands and thousands of page textbook like I was doing before I got a tutor. Also, with on the mentor guidelines, you need to find someone in your local market that can start mentoring you right away as you're passing your exam. You want to be able to see exactly what the ins and outs are going to be of a daily real estate agent lifestyle, and this way you can start preparing yourself on what you need to do. And just like I alluded to at the start of the video, I crushed it my first month in the business. I'm gonna explain more details in the next point on what I did. Also, if you're going through the process right now and you're struggling finding a mentor, I have a free community for real estate agents that I'm gonna leave the link down below. And this is gonna be a play-by-play on what I use to scale my business and what my team uses that will allow you to have a lot of success in any market. How did I make $70,000 my first month as a real estate agent? And I know what people are saying. I was there too. I was quitting my full-time job. I was moving to a city I had no connections. I was extremely nervous. I remember my grandparents were like, "What are you doing? You've worked so hard to build up to this job where I was becoming a supervisor, and you're now going to start a new business in COVID when the economy's going down the tank." But here's what I did to have instant success, and it's relatively anyone can do it. It's just going to take a little effort. So my guidelines were however much I was studying each day to pass the exam, I was spending that same amount of time working on my real estate business. I knew exactly what I was going to do in order to get business from day one. And my goal was pretty simple. I was just trying to find 2 people in my market a week that I could connect to that had interest in real estate. And a lot of these people were real estate investors. Yes, I do come from a background and have done quite well with my own portfolio. So I had that credibility that certainly helped. But I was just reaching out to all these people, connecting them, and they kind of led me through to some other people where they're like, in this case, I know my brother's looking to buy a home. He isn't a real estate investor, but you sound like you're quite ambitious. I love the fact that you're already trying to connect with people. And I was able to line up a lot of business from day one that I had it, and people who were waiting. I had a couple of listings that were waiting for me to get my license and a few buyers that I walked right into, and I was busy instantly, because the last thing you want to do is when you get your license, you put all that effort, and then 6 months later, you've gone on 4 or 5 showings and you have no idea what to do. Know exactly what's going to drive your business and start connecting with people right away. Like I said, it was so easy. It was 2 people a week is all I had to connect with for the couple of months while I was studying. That allowed me to make this amount of money in my first month as a realtor. And this will be for everyone who's looking to expand on their real estate business. I'm going to be sharing all the step-by-step guidelines that I've used that actually have worked in order to scale your business. There's a lot of fluff out there, and I'm going to leave you with my single best piece of advice for a new agent if you're kind of concerned with not having a big sphere of influence, which I mean for that is people that you can connect with right away to get business, and that'll be Google Ads. And so you want to subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be sharing exactly my step-by-step process that we use. For every about $1,000 that we spend in advertising would equate to about $24,000 in commission for my team. Being a realtor has been a roller coaster of emotions, to say the least, and it has completely changed my life. It's allowed me to move to a completely new location to start my business. I've met so many new friends and gained a ton of knowledge on how to become a business person. So if you're someone looking to get in to become a real estate agent, I have this free community that's going to show you exactly what you need to do to have success off the start. And for the experienced agent, we have the metrics that we are using as the market's currently slowing down on to scale up our business for the next year to come. It's something to be aware of. There's no denying that the real estate market's cooled off, and I'd love to share the tips and tricks that I'm going to be using so my business doesn't decline as the market goes down. The link is going to be in the description below, but yeah, I'd love to have you guys subscribe if you're getting value from this, and I'll see you guys later.